about you. It's about you. And then it's about connecting and sharing with each other.
Today, I learned the power of yes!
Amazing at the gift that you share with us.
This was great. It really was the highlight of my day so far, so really put a smile on my face.
You made my job easier, brother. Thank you.
Not only was it fun, it was healing.
Just wanted to say thank you very much for everything you did. When you showed up, it's exactly what I needed, and you made it happen. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, it's your girl, Stacey Bulluck, your host of Tools for Everyday Living. And you already got a little glimpse of my guest. I can't wait to bring him on. We did it a little different today, but we did that because time is of essence and we are aware. And because we are aware of where we are, who we are, what's happening, what's going on, we make adjustments. And sometimes life will cause you to have to make some adjustments. But it's okay. Go ahead and make them. Life's going to be great. And my guest, we're going to talk to you real soon. But I just wanted to encourage you all to continue to go forward, to continue moving forward, whether it was you got up this morning and you fixed your bed, or you got out of the bed, or you put your feet on the floor, but you made some movement. And today, that is what my guest, that's not what he's all about. But as you heard some of the people say, you made my day. You made my job easier. When he comes to you, when he is in your presence, you will find yourself better. Yes, that's what I'll say. Everybody, welcome my guest, Mr. Marcus Weiss. Did I say your name wrong?
No, you said it perfectly.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And not only did you say the name Marcus Weiss perfectly in general, it was perfect because it came from you. And you are whole, Stacey, and you and anybody out there listening is enough. In this moment, you're enough. That's the
my gosh.
thing.
That makes me, you know what? That's why I should stick with my first mind. When we come back from a break, we're not going right now, but I'm gonna show you something when we come back. Remember what you said. You are enough. Everybody, remember, you are enough. Look, we're just gonna jump right into this thing. Marcus, what's on your heart today?
What's on my heart today? Okay, you were talking about adjustments. You were talking about moving forward, right? You were talking about making a day. Like it made my day. And one of those key words in there is made. That we have the ability to make our bed, to make our day, to make our moments.
Absolutely.
And anybody out there, I was about to say, I'm telling you. I'm not telling you. I'm inviting you to consider that you are making your moments, and you can make your moments meaningful. Oh my goodness, the hair on my arms is standing upright because I have seen it happen in people's lives. When they feel that they are making something out of their lives, that's when the light comes out of their eyes. Because it means that they have ownership, that they own their lives. There's something where they don't just feel like out of control or out of whack or outside of themselves. They feel, again, whole. So make your bed. And if you're here, you're also making something out of your life. You're watching this. Yes. You're listening to this. Give yourself some credit. Give yourself some credit that you're already doing it.
Yes. You're already doing it. See, sometimes and another word I said earlier was aware. Sometimes we're not aware that we're already doing it, and we allow our mind to tell us that we're not. Wow.
Yeah, that's, I like to share, if you can see, there's wonderful people making this room ready, by the way, for the event where I first met you, Stacey, by the way. That's how life comes full circle.
Wow.
But I like to share with clients, with friends, with family, and this might come as a surprise to some people, set the bar low. Set the bar low. The whole world is talking to us about how to aspire to things, how to aspire to specific, goals and things like that. And that's wonderful. We can talk about that. And you can also set the bar low. And by that, I mean, give yourself credit for the little things. Like you said, you make your bed, put your shoes on. Chances are you put some clothes on, or, every time you go somewhere, every time you move forward, you take a step, that is you moving forward. That is you doing the things. You just have to acknowledge, wait, what? I sat up straight? Wait, what? I turned on the computer? Wait, what? I just listened to Stacey Bulluck's podcast? And then you can give yourself credit for that you're doing life. You're making something out of your life. And when you celebrate, Stacey, you're telling yourself that was a good thing, and I want more of it. And you begin to become conscious of moving forward. You begin to take your life into your own beautiful hands.
Yes, yes. And we can do that. We can do that. Take life into our own, as you said, beautiful hands. You know what? That just reminded me. I'm a sidebar for a second. There was an art piece that I did here in my house on the wall, and it's full of colors. It's green, it's teal, it's purple, but it's also gray. But the title of it is It's a Beautiful Gray Day. You know, when we get up on those days where we see that it's kind of gloomy outside, and sometimes we might say, oh man, it's all cloudy and gray. The colors I named, the teal, the green, the purple, when you put them all together, it's gray. So you can't say that there were not some things that were pretty or joyful or light, give the eyes some delight, put into something that turned gray. So it's a beautiful gray day. And I love it when you said the beautiful. I love the I want to use one of your words. That was magnificent.
So that was magnificent, magnifique, as they say in French. So are you saying, what I'm hearing is that when we look outside and it's a gray day, we're aware that there's all the colors that make up gray? That within that there are colors, or that's one of the things that I'm hearing, is that within that there are the colors. That's the reason it's gray, is because there's all the colors in it. It's and when we, I think, look at life that way, when we can find a way to look at life, to hear life, to feel life, to taste life that way, then we can find the little colors along the way. And it takes practice, Stacey. It has to start with some kind of practice, some kind of an awareness. That's why I'm telling you all, look away from the screen right now and look at something and see what color it is. Okay, I'm looking at something that's brown. Okay, you just saw brown. Say, I did that, pat yourself on the back and said, I'm amazing. Okay, I just recognized that something was brown. That's you already doing something. You did something. Congratulations. Okay, great. Now do that with something very specific. Like look around and go, oh, that's a flower. That's a nice colored flower. You recognize that something was nice. You recognize that there was a flower there. Good for you. And you take little steps, because some days get tough, like you say. Some days get tough. Sometimes we need to start getting in the habit of appreciating the little things, just so we get that
Yes.
spark in us. Use the things
Yes.
around you to get that spark going.
Every day. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
They're there for us to use, but we have to take the opportunity to use it. Oftentimes we don't take the opportunity to use something that we might deem as negative. Use it. We have the power to turn it around.
Ooh, okay. So we're not just using the flower to tickle us inside and go, oh, that's really nice. We're also using the things that are tough. We're going like, okay, life. Or like, okay, y'all over there. And then, oh, I see what you're saying. We're grabbing those weights and we're going, I can lift this. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. We said a word earlier when we started talking, make, different forms of it. I looked that up a long time ago and it's sticking with me. I see till I leave here that when we make something or it is made, there are necessary ingredients that have to go into the pot for it to come out right.
Every day. That's right. That's okay. You just made that happen. Yes.
You know what? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. But that was actually one of the things I was talking to a friend of mine about yesterday about getting older. And I was like, sometimes my hand will just be like, you know what? I'm going to just lean over here. And that's what just happened just now. My other hand said, oh, I'm going to just lean right here on this mouse pad and hit that every day. Perfection. Life. I'm telling you, if you allow life to disrupt you, because we could have said, oh my God, what was that? But no, look what we did. We used it.
That's right. Exactly. We did. Right. Because we're doing right in this moment what you had just been talking about, right? Which is using what just happened in our life to make some meaning out of it that serves our life, that makes our life. You use the word better in the introduction of today, to just make it better somehow, to make it stronger somehow, to make it more confident somehow, to make it more life affirming for you. And that could be happier, more peaceful, more loving, stronger, more confident, whatever it is. You get to, and this is the great thing about life, you get to make up the meaning. Is it simple? Yes. Is it easy? Ooh, here comes that word. No. It's not. Oh, it ain't always easy. And I got news for everybody. It's not easy for anybody. Some people make it look easy.
Right.
And either they're, and here comes this weird phrase, they're faking it till they're making it. And that's okay because they're practicing, they're working it out. Or they've been doing it for so long that it's become a part of them. It's just become a part of them to put a good meaning for themselves on things, to take an accident that just happened and go like, ooh, that was the song every day in just the right moment.
It's just the right moment. But I mean, you know, we have to look at life and say, this is I'm in this moment, so it must be the right moment. Heck, I'm not in any other moment. I'm now. It's now. And because it's now, this is what we have to navigate with, the now. That's all we have. But I want to ask you a question, Marcus. So when did you just all of these wonderful conversations? You see, we just went smack dab right into life-giving principles. How did you come to this place of being on the fly?
Being on the fly? I think there was a part of me that I have remembered, that I have put back together in my later years, that was in me always. And the reason I share that is because there's parts of us that we rediscover over the course of our life that we had, I think, and this might come as a surprise to everyone, when we were all in the belly. Because that's when we were the most whole in our lives, and we were all there, and we were whole, and we come out, and then life happens, right? And life impacts us, and we start to make up these things, or we're given these things that happen in our brains and go down into our hearts and affect the way that we live our lives. And somehow, I think I lost that. I became very depressed in college. And in college, I found the theater and I found acting, and I became an actor because in acting, I think somehow I felt really alive and whole again because I could make up a character, a script in my mind that then affected how I felt on stage, which affected what I was doing on stage, which affected the applause that I would get, at the end of the show, or the feedback that I would get from the actors on stage. And that led to a lot of improvisation. I did a lot of improv work. And there was something on stage that allowed me to flip the script, or to, lean into, and I like to say this, as I think, so I feel, as I feel, so I do, and as I do, so I have. And that was working on stage for me. And I only associated it with on stage. When I got off stage, life had so many things happening. Life was also, like Shakespeare says, all the world is a stage, except so much was happening. There was too many characters. There was too many scenes. And I couldn't somehow deal with it ultimately in life off the stage. And still I made things happen. I ended up coming to Vegas and opening Blue Man Group and doing that for 10 years and working with Cirque du Soleil and meeting a wonderful, wonderful person who I married and had 2 incredible sons with, who are now teenagers. But still, they're amazing. And yet there was something in my life that was sucking me down because I didn't think I could flip that script, that I could decide how to interpret a moment, that I could decide who this character is and how this character would behave. And it was a speaker online, actually, just like you and me, that taught me that I could change in an instant how I think, and that affects how I feel and what I do and what I have in my life. And most importantly, what I can then give back. And that just flipped everything. And there's ways to do it. And when I work with clients and I work with groups, I show people very specific things, as you do, that you can do to get into that cycle of like, wait, what? I can change how I look at something, and then I can change how that makes me feel about it, whether it's more confident, or whether it's happier or more in flow, whatever that is for you out there. There's ways that you can take charge, where you can grab hold of that steering wheel of your life again, where you can take those reins if you like to ride horses, or if you take those ski poles if you ski, or whatever it is, or that's you in there, because you is all you got. Right. You is all you got in the beginning. Right.
That's it.
So it's you. That's it, man. It's you that puts your clothes on. It's you that grabs the toothbrush to brush your teeth. It's you that opens the car door. It's you that reaches out and hugs your child. It's you. I mean, it's you. It's not selfish. It means, hey, everybody, you can grab hold of you. You can hug you. You can embrace you. And until you got, train your mind to win every day. You're talking about you training your mind to win your every day. So that what? So that you can get what you want.
Exactly.
And and it takes energy, and it takes enthusiasm. It takes some kind of excitement. It takes some kind of, and here's a big word, big phrase, positive expectancy. It takes a certain level of seeing at least positive possibilities, if not positive expectancy. That's the next level. That's where you know that good things are going to happen. Where you wake up, and this is how I wake up. I wake up and I say to myself, it's going to be a great day. In fact, Stacey, you know this. I take my fingers and I say, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a great day. And it do that because it's sillier, and it makes me smile. And the smile tells your brain that your brain believes it for just enough to make you feel, just enough to stretch, just enough to get up, just enough to walk over to the sink with just enough energy to brush my teeth. And that starts to signal, here we go. And I just told myself it's a great day. So these are great teeth.
This
like
is
that.
why. This is why I'm so happy that you're here with us, and I know that this is gonna flow right over into your class. Oh my gosh, yes! When
Yeah.
we first met, the Beats of Joy in Las Vegas. If you are ever at the Tahiti Village Resort,
Yeah.
please take Beats of Joy. You will leave there a different person. We're going to take a short break and you're going to see more of why you should go take this class. We'll be right back. But hold up, wait, before we go, Marcus,
Yes.
while we're there,
Yes.
when we come back, let's talk about people talk about defining moments. I don't like to say it that way. I like to say it that we define the moment. Even if it's bad, we define that. We just got finished talking about you train your mind to win every day. So we'll be right back. We're going to see why you should go to that class at the Tahiti Village Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada, and see Mr. Marcus at Beats of Joy.
Every day, living tools for every day.
Possibilities. And when you're living in a state of positive possibilities, you look for positive possibilities. Yes! Magnificent! Celebrate! Celebrate!
We are amazing!
You're amazing! You gotta celebrate. Celebrate! Celebrate!
Marcus is one of the most exhilarating human beings I know. He lights up every room he enters. Marcus is a motivational performer, speaker, author, director-producer, communication coach, expression specialist, and joy spreader. There are not enough words to express how Marcus brings enlightenment and joy to everyone he meets. Let's not forget he is also an amazing husband and dad.
Marcus!
Wait, that's unbelievable. This is the first time I see that. That's incredible. You did that.
It was just made. It was just made. I could not do this without sharing my experience when I went to the Beats of Joy class. And that was, oh my goodness, what, 3 years ago, maybe now?
Almost 3 years ago. Mm-hmm.
I decided, see, those are moments you let define you. But I also said in that moment that I am going to now define the next level of Stacey. After going to that class, I was doing none of this before that class.
What?
No. You were our support, our, I hate the word performer a little bit, but you were our igniter for our very first Ordered Steps Incorporated fundraiser. Oh my gosh, that's where you saw us, everybody dancing.
Yeah.
That was
every day.
Awesome. But tell us about why we should define moments.
You mentioned the word igniter. That is incredible. And before you said the word igniter, I was thinking about the word ignition.
Ooh,
in fact,
yes.
and I just developed a presentation. I was looking for the best word for this that I'm going to do in Atlanta, Georgia, on the same stage as my good friends Joseph McClendon III and Les Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And it revolves around ignition. And you said, why should we define moments?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking those two things together. We define the moments because when we define the moments in ways that serve us, it is our ignition. That is the
Mm.
thing that lights the fuel that is already in us. When we define something, it's like taking a match to some fuel, or to a candle, or to a torch, right? To a rocket ship, because you know you got something in you. You
Right.
do. Everybody aspires to fulfillment. Everybody aspires to happiness. Everybody aspires to feeling better about life. And even if sometimes it's tough, we're looking to the other end. So what is it that gets us moving towards that thing? It's ignition. It's ignition. We have it in us, and we know we can have it. We know we could be happier, more relaxed. But what's going to actually get us moving? And that is the definition. That's to go, you know what? This moment is going to help me. Or, you know what? This moment is actually good. Yes. This moment is going to make me stronger. Yes. This moment, as opposed to this moment is terrible. This moment is the end of everything. Those moments, when we define it in a way that's not good, it's not the match. It's the water that we pour on the fire. So you have the choice to either make yourself move forward, or to make yourself move back. Does that help you? Does that make sense?
Sounds awesome to me. It just took me right to another thought about personal growth and development. How we need that. We need to know we have the ability to be ignited.
Yeah.
In order to grow. Tell us, I know you got some tricks, some tools about personal growth and development.
Well, like I said, in order to define your own moments, it's easier said than done sometimes. You said, why do we define moments? I say it's so that we can move forward. You define them in a way that allows us to move forward. We say, and some of the ways that we can do that start with our body. So one of the simplest things to do is to take a deep breath in and put a smile on your face. And then your brain believes you for a second. It's neuroscience. There's a science behind it. But whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, your brain believes you. Your brain cannot tell the difference between reality and imagination if you strongly imagine something. That's why kids can play. That's why when actors get up there or behind a movie camera, they're like really in it. It's because they believe it. But you can do physical things to make your brain believe the smile. You have to believe it for a second. And then it goes down to your heart and you feel a little better. So what you can also do is literally change the way that you sit. If it's possible for you to, that's why parents tell their kids, straighten up, straighten up. And sometimes it's this tiny little difference right in your chest between confident, between feeling better. And if you let it collapse a bit, you can start to feel it in your body. And we sometimes think, oh, I can feel confident and happy, watch my body, and fulfilled when I'm sitting like this and frowning. And then we wait. Nope, ain't gonna happen. I mean, it might, but oftentimes we're here and we wait for the thoughts to create happiness. Try it the other way around. Change your body first, put a smile on your face, and then say out loud, it's going to be a great day.
It's going to be a great day.
Here, it's going to be a great day. And just for a second, it doesn't have to be a life-altering, huge, fireworks out and the fireworks out and everywhere, but just enough to make you pick yourself up again. Just enough to turn your chin up. That's another thing. Take your chin up and look around. So that's right. And just know that you're doing that. The other key, two other things. Do we have time?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing is interrupt your pattern. Interrupt yourself. And when you interrupt yourself in what you're feeling or doing, your brain is confused for a second. Your brain is like, oh, where are we? Where are we? And then what you do is you put something good in there for just a second. And then you celebrate the fact that you did that so that you, your brain, your heart, your body want more of it later. I'll give you an example. If you catch yourself feeling sad or feeling frustrated, remember this moment. And then I want you to change your body. Either, if you can, stand up. If you can't, if you're driving, just straighten up or shake your shoulders or just shake your head for just a minute. And in that moment, you say, you know what? It's going to be a great day, or it's going to be a better day, or Stacey's a nice person, or Marcus was pretty funny that day, or Marcus is bald. And at least you shook yourself out of that moment. And here's the most important part of it. You celebrate the fact that you did that. You say, good job, Marcus. Good job, Stacey. Good job. So that, like when you were a baby, you're celebrating yourself so that you say, that was good. I'll do more of it. I'll do more of it some other time.
Yes.
And then after that, you can go back to being sad or frustrated if you want, but chances are you won't.
You don't want to. Yes.
You're not really going to want to. You might go back, but not the same.
You know what?
Not the same.
This is telling me that it just requires us to do a little bit of action. Life requires some action out of us, and it's beneficial for us. I know that your students are going to start coming in shortly, and I don't want you to stay away from them. I thought it would be exciting for a couple of them to go, hey, we're here.
That would be amazing.
We're here.
Actually, oh my goodness. I know it would be great. You want me to unblur my background and you can see the things that are set up? They may start coming in within the next 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. We got time then. Look, we got time.
We have some time. I'm going to do none. Look at that. I'm going to take y'all on a little tour. So here we are at Tahiti Village. And it is called, can you see this? Beat of Joy. And it involves what we refer to as yoga balls and buckets, and hidden underneath the yoga balls are drumsticks. And so there is dancing or moving, and there is some storytelling, and it's very participatory, and it's very inclusive, and it's very gentle and yet energetic. And it is I like to call a joy empowerment session. And I think very important for people to consider is that joy looks different for people. By joy, I include wonder, gratitude, awe for life, just this feeling that things are going to be all right. Things are going to be all right because I'm going to make it so. And joy is inside. And for those who include, I will make it so, maybe you believe that a bigger thing makes it so. You know, whether you're, you know, it could be a higher power. It can be the universe. It could be Mother Earth. All of that becomes a part of you when you're in a place of joy. Because the whole world is full of positive possibilities. And once you get into a place where you can really feel that and know that, then the world outside of you becomes part of you. You are part of it and it's part of you. Which means that it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's your choice of how you look at it. How your choices, our choices will dictate the outcome. So if we choose to do as Marcus just gave us beautiful instructions on how to change our whole mindset. And I wanted to bring up my mother when I was a little kid. She used to always walk up to me, just like you were saying about your parents, say, sit up straight, stand up straight. I mean, she would literally put one hand on my forehead and one hand on my back and make sure that I am standing straight up, that I sit straight up. But even just doing it now made me feel different. It
Yeah.
it made me feel like I could. So please, if you all don't remember anything, remember that Marcus explained to us, expressed to us how important it is that we pay attention to our posture. Not just our physical posture, our spiritual posture, our mental posture,
Mm-hmm.
our health
Mm-hmm.
posture, our
Mm-hmm.
financial posture, our relationship postures. Oh my gosh, you see what he does? You see what he does? You just
You
just
see,
lights
you
up.
see where we're at? That's it. That's it. Powerful postures, everybody. Positive postures. All of that. And may I remind you, your mom, the reason why your mom did that, was it like, did that to you? Or there's a video of the basketball player walking past his teammate and going, and lifting up his chin in the middle of the game. The reason is because she knew. Because she had been there.
Right.
I shared this because I get it. I've been there. In fact, I was there this morning. There's a dip this morning. Whatever, a couple hours ago, driving down the freeway or trying to get ready and packing my stuff because I'm going to LA to share in another session. We all have those things, and we all have to remember that we're not alone. And here's the greatest news, I think. Here's a secret, and it shouldn't be a secret. You're not alone because you got you.
Wait a minute. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. That deserves.
and that's you moving. That's you making that happen. I'm like, oh, boom, and it's like the DJ wizard. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
You
get
ready for some more applause. Get ready for some more applause.
Yes, you got me over here crying. Look, we got time for another question or more information you want to share.
We got you. You got you. And guess who else has got you? The universe has got you.
Yes.
Because you got you, and you are your life.
Enough. Oh, I said I was going to show us something, didn't I? I said I was going to show us something because guess what? Just like this says, you are enough. Look at that. Look at that. You see the words?
Yep. You are enough.
You are enough. I was going to have that up there earlier today, and I took it down fooling around with something, but it has come up so many times. I'm like, you know what? This is what happens when you don't follow your instincts. We have to follow our instincts, no matter how insignificant it may seem or feel. It plays a part in us having a positive posture. Oh my goodness, I might have to add a chapter in my book about positive posture. Marcus.
Ooh, that's good.
let me write that down.
Please write down positive posture. I'm going to write it down. Whoever gets, you know what? It's on. It is on positive. It is on positive posture. Whoever gets that chapter written first wins.
Yay, we win.
No, I will support you and your community every day. It's an honor. You had one more question, you said?
Yes, I do. I mean, I have a lot more questions, but I don't want to take up time and because you gave us some tools and practices already. But from your personal perspective, not personal, professional perspective, what are some you mentioned patterns? I like to call them, we need to break mind patterns. What are some patterns that you feel like us as human beings need to break? And I see a student coming in, so tell us that, and then we're going to get out of here.
Yeah, you're so kind and beautiful. Is to look for danger. Because it's a survival mechanism. I think that's a pattern. We look for things to watch out for. We look for things that might threaten our existence. And I think that's learned very early, whether you believe that it's, that we're part, whether you focus on the fact that we're part animal, maybe, because animals are in the woods and they don't want to be eaten. And so they're always looking for, danger. In life, in our lives, we learn very early that criticism and judgment is danger. It's a danger to that feeling of wholeness, to that feeling that we're not enough. And we learn that very early, and it starts very small when whoever's taking care of us says something small, like, watch that banana that you're spilling right there. When we're 2 years old, careful. Because even the careful, it might be coming from a loving place, or from a place that they want to raise us well. It's something in us when we're really little goes like, oh, wait, what do you mean? I did something that I'm not amazing. What do you mean? And then we start to look for that criticism. We're looking for judgment, and that evolves over time into this pattern of interpreting things as judgment, as something against our identity. So I think that's a pattern that we get to break if we so choose. And it's not just recognizing that pattern coming from other people. It's especially and most importantly a pattern that comes from us. The loudest voice in the creation of our identity is our own. I'll say that again because I think it's so important. The loudest voice in the creation of our identity is our own voice. It's not other people saying things. It's not other people doing things to us. It's how we interpret it from the inside out. It's what we say to ourselves in response to it. And proof of that is, have you ever had a moment where somebody says, I love you, and you on the inside say, I know I suck. I know exactly what you say. It's like it gets to the point where nobody can say anything to you because of how you interpret it. So we have to interrupt those patterns on the outside. You know what? If we're strong, when we're strong enough to say like, no, that's not true. I am amazing. And we have to break the pattern when it's coming out of our own mouths.
Yes.
In the small ways. So next time y'all say something like, oh, I should have, or like, oh, that's it. That's a version of criticism and judgment coming out of your own mouth, going into your own ears, going down into your own heart, which affects your own posture. And your own posture affects what you do.
Yes.
As you think, so you feel. As you feel, so you do. As you do, so you have, Stacey, right? We know this.
Yes.
And as you have, so you give back. So you gotta break that pattern. That is a personal as well as a professional opinion or experience. Once I see my clients and the people that I work with, once I see them change the way they think, how they feel. And the good news is you can get into that cycle in different ways. You can start by moving. You can start by listening to music and have it hit your heart, which changes how you think. You can go for a walk, so you can start it with your thoughts, but you can also start with your body. You can start with getting something straight to the heart to get you into those patterns of positive posture.
Absolutely.
Does that help you?
It does. It helps me. And I hope it helps the thousands of viewers that we have. Oh my goodness. Marcus, this has been a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm so excited every time I get an opportunity to speak with you, whether it's just for a brief moment on a telephone chat or whether it's via social media, us commenting on each other's posts. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that I was allowed to come across your path. It is always a wonderful experience. And I know your class is going to be so exciting. I wish
they're moving and grooving in the back. It's full circle. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you for the honor and just the sheer brilliance of being able to be a part of your journey, and by extension, a part of the journey of those who you serve. And I know that you're serving a lot. I see how you show up, whether it's online or, like you said, in a phone conversation and in this moment. And when you show up in a certain way, the world applauds you. Whether it's with one person or several people, that means the world says, you're good news. You're good news. Let's have more of it. Let's have more of this, everybody. And I hope that you and those who serve get to have more connection, celebration, and joy with with the world. You are enough. And because you are enough, you are enough for any situation that you encounter, for any moment that you get to. You are enough. So look forward to it. Continue to take those beautiful steps, Stacey. I can't thank you enough.
I thank you so much. Go enjoy your class. We'll see you all soon. I want to thank our audience for coming. We never want to take you all for granted. We appreciate you so much for joining Tools for Everyday Living every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you. I'm your girl, Stacey Bulluck, host of Tools for Everyday Living.
Have you found yourself wondering, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Recognizing the stranger in the mirror is the book for you. It helps us to unravel the mystery of who you really are, revealing your life's passion and why you should unveil the real you to the world. We need you. You are valuable and necessary for those who are connected to you. Do not be afraid to peek in and discover all your gifts and talents to share. It's real freedom when we reveal our authenticity. Stacey Bulluck is a 2-time best-selling author, transformational speaker, and host of Tools for Everyday Living TV show. She is committed to igniting resilience, personal transformation, and building life skills of her audiences and clients. The author of 2 previously written self-help books, Beaten Oil and Regain Power Through Resilience. Don't let your brain go numb. Stacey imparts lessons that teaches readers to utilize their light as a guide for others and discovering inner strength and resiliency to bounce back when life throws curveballs. Stacey may be reached for speaking engagements, leadership and employee training, and life skills coaching via her email at stacey@powerandresilience.com.